Hurricane Helene is hitting the Florida coast in 24 hours. As of right now, the management area I'm supposed to be hunting this weekend is still open, but that can change any second. And yes, they can shut down public land. I learned that the hard way. I woke up one Saturday morning last year, maybe 2 years ago. Beautiful day, no wind. A hurricane passed maybe a week or two beforehand. Shot a nice 8-point, and a FWC officer comes up and says, "Hey son, you're hunting on closed public property." Yeah, I learned that day, but hey, that's life. You live and you learn. About a week ago, I was scouting and I saw a giant buck. Big enough to get me out here and you know, make sure I'm still spot on at least once more before my hunt in 48 hours. So I'm going to take some shots. This seems to be about, oh, I don't know, 45 yards-ish. 42.4 yards. As I said, 42 yards, but I'll check it again for safe measures. Now it says 40 flat, even though I haven't moved really. Gotta love that. Not bad. Just so y'all know, there's so many things to look at, and I'm not gonna be able to tell y'all which one I'm aiming for. I'm just always gonna aim for this one, this top middle one. I'm gonna guess we're still at 40 yards, and I'm aiming for that top middle one. There it is. Shooting a bow is like shooting a basketball. And I'm a terrible basketball player, but you know, when you're like shooting it and the second it leaves your fingertips, you know if it's a good shot. That's how it is with a bow. You know, right as I hit the release, I can tell whether it's a good shot or if I moved a little right before I shot and it's gonna throw my shot off. A little more off. I've always used a whisker biscuit. You know, it's something I've always liked, and I just recently changed because so many people have told me about a knockdown release. My friend texted it to me. Hang on. It's called a drop away. I've heard time and time again they're more accurate. There's more of a consistent pattern, and I like all that. So I started using it. They had to change like the height of my peep, a new anchor point, all these things. As you can tell, I am no professional whatsoever. I just started shooting the bow a few years ago. It is definitely a challenge. It takes a lot of time and a lot of consistency. All right, here's round 3. This time I want them both to be inside the black dot. I wish I brought more arrows now because I don't like one. Okay, so I'm starting to think I'm shooting low. I'm not going to change my sight because I've already moved it and it should be pretty dialed in. So I just got to figure out why I'm shooting low, and I got to make sure that when I put that pin on the mark, I'm aiming for the top one and not the middle out of habit. All right, so I just ranged it again. It's at 41.7. And I don't think this is the best rangefinder there is because it's the cheapest one off Amazon. But if it has a, a yard difference, that's not too bad. So, but I moved it to 42. It was at 40, so we'll see how the shots change. gosh. It's way off. Okay, I'm a little spread out, but I think those are all dead deer. All right, I lied. That first one was not a dead deer. This is what I'm aiming for. This, I mean, it would have hit him maybe a little long, depending on where he's standing, but that's not what we want. We want perfect shots. When you're in Florida and it's 100 degrees and you shoot them in the morning and you're tracking them in the middle of the day, that's a recipe for, I mean, if you make a bad shot, you will pay for it during that lunchtime tracking session. And I've done that once or twice. It is not fun. So make sure you're on with your shots. Gosh, I stink. Not gonna lie, I blame the squirrel that was in my freaking peripherals. Alright, this time, moving a little closer because I don't want to smack my GoPro. Not bad, a little to the right, but that's a kill shot. Hi there. You have nothing to worry about. I'm shooting this way. All right, even though I'm getting tired, I'm gonna shoot really quick at 50 yards just to see how I am. Probably should have shot 50 when I first came out. My shots are pretty sloppy, so I'm gonna go to 30 yards and take a couple shots just to make sure I'm on bullseye. I should have done that from the start, but you can learn from me. That's not good. That's way too big of a, that's way too much air for such a close shot, you know? You know, granted, I don't plan on shooting past 40 yards, and all the deer I've shot in Florida during archery season have been literally, yes, less than 15 yards away. But I know the day comes when I have a giant buck at 40 yards or 50 yards or something. I want to make sure I'm confident with that shot. But being that far off at 30 yards is not good. So I shot a couple more times. Someone came and was like, "You're not supposed to be shooting here." And I was like, you know what? I've already been shooting enough. I'm getting tired, so I called it. But I'm actually out on a hunt right now. Saw some deer this morning. My cousin saw a big buck, couldn't get a shot off. And so we're about to send it out this evening. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see any future hunts or fishing videos or spearfishing videos or really anything outdoor related, make sure to hit the subscribe. And thanks for watching.